Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome
Titties.
Yeah, titties. How are we always not ready? I'm always ready. Give me a suppository. Let's
Did I
go.
get it? Did I get it, Todd?
Hi, guys.
Did I get it?
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Let's go.
He's like, give me a suppository. I'm always ready.
Somebody better be clipping that.
I'll do it right now.
It's literally how we just started our stream. Hi, guys. Welcome in. That's the way to go. For sure. Ridiculous.
Let's not creep. Make sure everybody's all nice and creeped out as soon as we start the stream. All right.
Hi,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
How we do?
Welcome in. Thank you for joining us this week.
I have to calm down.
Why?
No, I'm just saying, if I keep saying random things all the time, you guys are going to make me raise my hand before I can talk in Discord.
Have to like a ping for raise hand for
Yeah.
when you want to talk.
Yeah, what's the ping? Buccees.
No, I'm about to say we just moved this into a stage chat, so we all have to raise our hands to talk.
Chaos now has to raise his hand to talk. Like he's in fucking 3rd grade.
Teacher lady, can I talk?
He's gonna start spamming Buccees in the chat so that we know who's ready to talk.
God. All right, Sir DM, take it away. What happened on the last shenanigan session?
Well, right now they're at a gas station
It's a big ass gas station.
with a beaver for some reason. Well, I was looking beaver.
I'm getting me a sandwich.
Big barbecue Buccees sandwich. Let that juice drip down your lips.
I apologize. I apologize in advance to anybody from Texas.
I don't. Get wrecked, Texas. You deserve it.
I warned you guys not to get me excited before we started.
I made sure to get my rum supply ready. So
I don't know that. I mean, Blue, apparently chat has cast Word of Power Celibacy on the Bard since you're in the cave of the dragon.
To be fair, he's a 50-year-old virgin, so that's fine. He beat you to it.
I'm about to say, guys, for chat's knowledge, you apparently have in this group the least horny bards on the planet.
For now.
That's because okay, he's a dancer, right? So he just sexually frustrates everybody else. But the problem is he can never win anything because the two dumbasses here are arguing over which rock is shinier, and they're both covered in goddamn mud.
And then the third person is instigating it the whole time.
Yeah, the third person, and then hey, did your tail come off? Are you sure? Your tail might be removable. We can find out.
You know, it might
Alright.
help you balance a bit better if you don't have a lumpy tail behind you. Just saying.
So,
A tail removable?
that tail has a
telling him
detachment
that it
part,
might
right?
come off a little bit easier if he strokes it first.
Oh my!
I dare you. Yeah, I will take that challenge. You sure you want to go down that road with me, bro?
Let me just ask though, since we've got 2 dumb paladins, does that mean we got 2 of them that are going to try that?
There's only one interested in his tail.
Come on, Silas. We got to double hand this thing.
We have to tag team it.
Shit, dude.
Not the double Dutch rudder.
We're all going to hell.
So we're starting off kind of just spending the night in the dragon's cave and eating dinner.
Yes. So last we left, they had met the cleric. They had followed the cleric's directions and found themselves a dragon. Except this wasn't a mad dragon.
Pop-Tart said
What?
it sounds like a good time.
I mean, I read that as pop titty, and I was like, "That's no pop tart. That's a pop titty." So
after some discussion and being two people being put in the timeout jar, y'all have been invited to hang out with the dragon, and have some food, and then go investigate what the hell's going on tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
I will not meddle in the affairs of the dragon.
This has definitely been a wild goose chase and a quest line for sure.
What makes a wild goose chase? Because not, 2 sessions ago you were like, dragon, there's a dragon here now. What are you complaining about? You got the dragon.
Yeah,
He
Luke.
did it the way I wanted
can't
it.
fight. He can't fight the dragon though.
He hasn't tried yet. He hasn't tried to
Oh,
sleep
God.
on it either.
That's not my job.
If you fight that dragon, you're fighting it on your own.
I doubt that, but
Just give him a suppository.
It'll be like Ari for that, just get a giant metal rod.
I do have a lance.
You hold it, I'll hit it with the hammer.
Oh, God. It's one
All
hell of a lobotomy.
So
Well,
would the dragon get upset if
You don't give a
Xander
fuck.
kind of
Welcome in from work.
Xander kind of just so like out of curiosity, just kind of started looking through his treasures. Like he's showing no indication of trying to take any. He's just like looking at them and then putting them back.
Kind of like you would look at a shop kind of thing where you're like, oh, this is cool, and you put it back where it was.
Yeah.
He would be concerned at first, and then like, meh, okay.
And then at some point, he'll probably just kind of go out by the mouth of the cave for a little bit, kind of just by himself in thought.
Okay. So, is there anything else anybody wants to do before we flip the next morning?
I'm gonna
not particularly.
make some good berries.
Okay.
Just hold on to them for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Even though you're being fed. Okay.
Yeah, multiple purposes.
I'm going to suggest to Valon that my tail's not really removable, but I don't know about dragons.
Oh God.
Joseph, aren't you part dragon?
Well, I mean, I'm just part, so it won't come off. I've tried, but full dragon.
Maybe your tail is the part that is dragon.
I just said I tried. You already pulled on my tail.
Joseph, I just got an idea.
Oh?
Dragons lay eggs. Do you lay eggs, Joseph?
Oh, sweet Christ.
No.
That's actually a good question, though. Do dragonborn lay eggs, or do they have, like, live births?
Wrong gender, buddy. I'm a boy dragon.
You could be like a seahorse.
That sounds awfully discriminatory.
Okay, so the next day.
This is just how I was born.
Oh my God.
So it's the start of the next day, Del.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Going once, if there's anything else that wants to happen tonight.
No, we can go to the next day.
Going twice.
I'm
All right.
okay. It's fine.
What was it, Loot?
I'm gonna put a couple of his pictures up that I want the dragon to keep along the jar on the outside.
Oh God, yes,
Looking at just to
absolutely.
stay there.
100%.
That I feel like this is a good one he might like, and just leave it there, but not say anything.
You're trying to figure out the dragon's taste in art now, okay.
Yeah.
How did y'all's campaign end? Well, now there's 120,000 drawings of some random paladin who draws like a 6-year-old all over the world.
If you collect them all, you can tell what his adventure was. It's somebody's collectible further along on a different game.
But he's got to write his memoirs somehow, right?
Mhm.
It's a picture book.
All right. So the next morning, after you guys are fed, everything goes fine. You all awake, and there is the assistant and another humanoid standing there.
Another humanoid?
Mm-hmm. And no dragon.
Is he scaly?
Oh. No, he wouldn't know about. He wouldn't even remember that dragons can shapeshift.
It's a thing that has been that is mentioned, like adventurers hear about it, but it's uncommon to be like, oh, that okay, so that's you now.
I'm sure several of us would still be kind of scratching our heads.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
No,
Where the hell
yeah,
did the dragon
definitely.
go?
Does he have a tail still?
Mm-mm.
Looks like they can
No,
come off.
he looks like a half elf.
Interesting.
Good choice. Good choice. So,
Well, Valen's going to walk up and introduce himself.
You get this look like, oh, we've met already.
When? I don't remember you.
It's the
did
dragon.
we ever get the dragon's name?
Yeah, did we get the dragon's name?
Yes.
What was the dragon's name?
Give me a second.
It was in Dragonborn or a dragon or whatever.
Yeah, it was in Dragon.
We
wasn't it?
couldn't understand it. I think it was only
Yugsif. Yugsif.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna call him. I think he's just Bob now. All in favor, Bob?
Hi.
Bob the dragon. Yeah.
Yugsif.
He goes, we've met. I'm Yugsif. I'm just not in dragon form currently.
You can turn into a dragon, mister.
I can do whatever I'd like, actually.
Oh.
I mean, I've heard of bards turning into T-Rexes, but never a man into a dragon.
Oh no, that's a legendary
I can
reference
turn
right
into
there.
a T-Rex.
Didn't that same bard make somebody else into a chicken? Can you do that?
I turned somebody into.
Vex has that look. Well, if you could see through Vex's mask, you'd have to look on that face of.
We had
Please say
chicken
yes.
last
Please say
night.
yes. Please say
What did
yes.
we
Please
eat?
say yes.
Who did we eat?
What did you say, Tide?
The chicken. I was talking about the chicken.
Oh.
Luke, can you roll a wisdom save for me?
Can I ask you a question after?
Go ahead and ask the question.
Are the brand of crayons that we keep finding, are they Willola instead of Crayola?
I hate all of you.
I had nothing to do with this, Del. So why do you can't hate all of us?
God damn.
8.
Dude, breathe. Inhale.
Rye, is he gonna die?
Apparently.
I'll put him on the floor. He's okay.
Sweet Jesus. You rolled what, Luke?
An 8.
An 8. Okay, cool. Where Drossus was standing, there's now a chicken.
You kind of just see Xander just putting on the backpack that he found, that he just picked up off of one of the bones they found. Like, well, maybe now he'll shut up.
No, now I need to commission Tide for a drawing of Drossin as a chicken. With his little halberd.
Just a chicken.
Can the chicken have like a small little lizard tail?
His feet wrappings would be the exact same.
It's got a little coat on.
So is your weapon just laying on you? Because I assume your weapon's not going to change size.
It
Oh
is.
God, no! Please, little chicken-sized weapons.
I guess
He's
that's
still
up to the
standing.
DM's discretion.
He's
I'm
still
gonna make it-
standing
I'm
how he
gonna-
was standing, confidently, just looking up at the dragon. He was looking up and well, no, it's not a dragon anymore.
He's not a
You're
dragon.
looking down.
He's
Now
looking
you're
up
looking
and
up.
he's a little confused. And he starts talking. I don't know if I could still talk as I'm just
So
talking.
here's like you if you want to play it as you don't realize you've been polymorphed, you talk and say whatever you want, and I'll tell them what they hear.
Okay.
Oh, God.
He's waiting. He's still waiting for a question. He's like, why did you all get taller?
All of you hear.
I think Alara is just going to laugh and walk over to Bosses, tap him on the head. We're going to have to carry you. Give him the Valen. Carry the chicken.
I got a chicken. Oh, Valen's gonna hug him and start petting him and be like, "I'm gonna name him Chopsticks. He's got these little weapons with him." Chopsticks the chicken.
You guys remember the sound when you pick up the chicken in old school Zelda?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
That's the sound it's making.
As he's just
Well, at least the short little legs aren't going to hold us behind.
I'm gonna try to get away.
Please don't make me chase the chicken.
I'm gonna make you chase the chicken.
I feel like just the dumb Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy just sitting here.
Now here's the question, Luke. Do you think he cast regular polymorph or
I don't
true
know.
polymorph?
oh god.
What's the difference?
If he casts true polymorph, I am now a chicken. I'm not like going to be a
Permanently.
chicken for a little bit. I'm now a chicken.
I was about to say we'll find out in about a minute, right?
Well,
Both of them last longer than that. I think they both last an hour.
No, regular polymorph's only a minute.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Polymorph, regular polymorphs, they are. I just looked. They're both an hour.
We're not choking chickens.
Xander just kind of just sighs at this whole whatever the fuck it is, and he just starts walking out of the cave.
Hugzif follows and goes, looks to his friend and goes, "Can you grab the ship for us
Oh,
and get the carrying cage for the bird, please?"
Oh, what now?
that'll be completely unnecessary.
Oh, I think he's hungry.
I'll toss a good berry at him.
Valen will be like, "That's right, what Chopsticks said." He's stupid, so he made a turkey sound, not a chicken sound.
No.
I go to eat it normally, but then I just start. No, what am I doing? No. I start pecking.
Peck. Yeah.
It's like one of those red
Sand-
berries. Now it's like all over his face. Looks like blood.
Oh
I was
Lord!
picturing it as a blueberry for some reason.
Savage chicken.
Doesn't specify.
It doesn't.
Like when you
Does
give a
Xander-
white rabbit a strawberry.
As Xander's like walking along the cave with the, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm gonna say it wrong every single time. With the dragon, he kind of like nudges one of the skeletal remains, and he kind of like speaks and he kind of says, "I hope you don't mind that I commandeered a backpack off of one of these. I don't think they'll be using it anytime soon."
He shrugs and goes, I have too many backpacks already. And only one back.
So what's this? So what's this ship that I heard you talking about?
You walk out as an airship lands in front of the cave. He goes, that?
Handy.
Well, let's
Hey,
go.
Con-
And he
Yeah, he's gonna follow along and get on the airship.
Vax
Wait.
has this weird look on his face, like he's thinking. He's not saying it out loud, but it almost is like the arch eyebrows going. It's a dragon with an airship. Huh. It just kind of doesn't really say anything. It just has that moment of utter confusion.
anybody not get on the airship? All right.
No, but
Chuck Johnson in his little cage.
no, you'll see Drossith run to the front, and then like he'll say, "Finally, back on a good old airship," and then he'll like kind of he'll put his leg up like being dramatic, like you would on the edge of the ship, like this, trying to make a cool pose.
You're Captain Morganing as a you're Captaining Morganing as a chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's looking forward.
There's gotta be a stat block for this, right?
For what?
For the chicken.
Should be a chicken stat block. Some even if not. If not
Luke, can you roll a dexterity saving throw as a chicken, which is at +0? Straight roll.
Can we give him guidance?
19.
Cool. So as you're stepping, you hear somebody step behind you, turn around, and there's somebody with a cage as he tries to lunge at you, and you duck out of the way.
Okay. I choose to fight him.
I mean, okay.
I know I'm a chicken at this point. It's like, you're not gonna tame me.
All right, so if you want to attack as a chicken, you can.
Okay.
You just roll a d20. You +0 to hit.
Okay.
And you do one piercing damage.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes, the dude you're fighting is in just clothes. Cool. I rolled a natural 20. As you hit him, he goes, ha, boom, and you're now in the cage.
No. I kind of point at him as like, you're my mortal enemy now.
It's gonna be that scene from Family Guy. Every time you see this guy, you're just gonna start a fist fight. All right, so everybody's on the airship. Drossith is a chicken inside of a carrying cage now. So the airship takes you up and further away from where the cleric is. After a couple hours, you sit down to a town that is much more lively than the one that you guys were at before.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Luke, you're no longer a chicken.
Did he break the cage?
No, they let him out before he broke the cage.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to rename him Noodles.
So, Elan Dragon goes, well, let's go see what's going on.
Xander would probably be one of the first people to kind of step out off the airship and kind of observe his surroundings a little bit.
Okay. So Yuxif is basically gonna be like, you guys can go investigate, and I'll go ask around too, but
So, just to clarify, the going theory is somehow the weather patterns have been disrupted in this area. Am I correct?
Was that aimed at Yuxif?
Yes.
He shrugs and goes, Great question. Let's go see if they have a problem with water here.
Okay.
I'll do one of these numbers towards the guy that captured me.
He just holds the cage up.
He'll jump back a little bit and then he'll be like,
Are you
Del-
okay, Drossip?
So how high is the deck of the ship to the ground below?
For about 30 feet.
Silas is gonna jump off and like superhero land on the ground and skip the little ladder.
Yeah, there has to, we knew there had to be. We knew there had to be one, Del.
Why
that's
not?
bad. That's bad for your knees, you know.
You know what? Valen's gonna see his friend do that, and then he's just gonna walk off, like totally forget that there's a step there, and just walk clear off the ship.
Like full on Deadpool just walking off the building.
Cool. So Silas takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Valen takes 10 bludgeoning damage. As you guys go to Valen just into the ground, and your superhero landing does not go well because sand gives too much. Have you ever wondered what it's like to do splits in armor?
Oh,
At Mock Jesus.
You just found out.
Yep. You can do the splits now.
Ooh. Once.
Anyways, Xander's gonna go out into town and kind of. Let's go to the tavern first and kind of just ask about the town's water situation.
Okay. So Xander's going to the tavern? Where's everybody else going? Aside from the two people that are trying to extricate themselves from the sand currently.
Baxter just kind of wander around looking for, just gatherings of people, just trying to overhear things. Maybe not necessarily trying to ask questions at first, but just kind of, gathering information, just walking and listening and
Okay.
getting a feel for the place.
All right. The rest of y'all?
I'm
What's,
actually gonna follow the dragon dude around and kind of go gather information that he's gathering.
Okay.
Yeah.
is there any kind of church?
I don't know. You're face down in the dirt right now.
Well, I'm picking myself up.
I've run over and tried to help both of you up. After running over there, it's like, my paladins, no!
Not that you guys can see from where you're at.
Okay, well, just from where we're at, what do we see? Like when we look at the map, like what's around?
From where you're at ground level, I mean, it looks like a town that doesn't have a wall, so you see a bunch of buildings that you're not really sure what they are. Could be houses, could be businesses.
And I take it that us dumb paladins have enough intelligence to know what we're here to do.
I mean, if they remember after their fall and the brain injuries.
We're just here along for the ride.
Maybe you. I'm pretty faced.
Pretty faced.
Pretty.
He is Fabio.
Who are you saying maybe you too?
I just called him that too.
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
But I was talking to Subi.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed it. Squirrel.
Sometimes you guys
that's
play this
perfect.
too well.
Silas is just staring off.
I just stared at the sky, just looking around. What?
Sky Mommy, where are you? So Xander goes to find the tavern. Yuxif goes and starts talking. He eventually finds one of the guards and is talking to him here and there. They seem to know him. They seem to have a good rapport with him. So, but this town is a lot more active. It seems like a regular town that you would be used to being in. It's just in the desert.
How big is it? Is it like Ekron or?
It's not Akron size, but it's probably got at least 1,000 people.
And they have a good water supply going.
Well, so I'll get to you asking in the tavern right now, but it just from like first glances, the buildings are way more kept up. The people look like they're super happy and they're doing fine. So. So, anybody else going to look for anything else?
No, I'm paladin sitting.
Yeah. Stretching after the fall.
Vex, Alara, Eva.
Alara would probably follow the bard and the dragon.
Yeah, probably same. I'm just gonna follow in a line.
You guys can do that. Vex is going to try to do the point of going in the opposite direction just to cover more ground.
The opposite direction is away from town.
Oh.
Yeah, like you only outskirts of town, and
they're in the desert.
They're going into town, so you're like split off.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a question.
I have an answer.
Did the dragons also jump off the side of the ship after the paladin?
They're not dumb enough.
Well, here's the thing. They did, but they have wings.
Dragons. It's a dragons alone.
Yeah, they just open their wings and look at you guys like, the fuck's the problem? Why do you look like that hurt? Do you not know how to land?
Just fly.
Yeah, God, just glide. It's falling with style. God, Buzz Lightyear this shit. Duh.
Well, I guess it's time to go and investigate the town.
Okay.
Hello.
So, Xander, you do eventually find the tavern after a bunch of wandering, mostly because there's no sign. There are people coming and going, and you're like, oh, this must be the tavern. Nope. That's a bathhouse. Nope.
Nice.
That's a barber. Nope. Nope. That's a blacksmith. Nope. This is a winery. Nope.
Oh, winery? Good. I need a fucking drink after dealing with the paladin.
Winery isn't like they make the wine and barrel it here.
Oh damn.
Not like I can sit and drink here.
Unlucky.
You do find the tavern. Nope, that's a brothel.
How would Xander react to that one?
Well, here's the fun part, right? If you assume that this is like the Wild West, brothels and taverns were effectively the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
Just upstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you do find the tavern. There are folks talking, hanging out, folks getting food. They are a bit confused when you walk in because you're obviously not from here.
Oh yeah.
Where you're wearing your adventurous gear, they actually have like scarves, and it looks like they can pull them over, like to cover from the sunlight, and face coverings if they need to for the sand, all that fun stuff, right?
Thank you, Zach, for the follow.
Technically, he has one too.
Yeah, but yours isn't like a linen scarf or something. Brooke, watch out for all the random dick-shaped furniture and straws. Those things are choking hazards. And I'm not making an innuendo. Like, that shit is always built in a way where it will actually kill you if you screw up.
Oh my lord.
So.
How long before we all end up at the tavern?
Well, I mean, not everybody said they were going to the tavern, so.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to do this, Del. I'm more than happy to roll. But like I said, Valen's going to go and investigate the town, and you said there's no signs, so he's walking into random buildings.
Okay. All right.
Vex is not walking into random buildings because just you think he would attract attention walking into random buildings given how he looks.
I mean, Vex has a high enough intelligence to know that when places don't have signs, they generally aren't super butthurt when you walk into a building going, "Hey, is this the?" Nope. Okay, where is it? Especially since you obviously aren't from here.
I mean, Vex would try to do his best to, take a hint before he just starts wandering around. Just
maybe look through windows first.
Yeah, I think he would be trying to look for some kind of a mercantile establishment of some variety. Just
okay. All right, so Valen is going to wander the town. Is the other paladin and their babysitter going to go with him?
Oh, of course.
Then yeah, that makes life easier. That I'm not trying to run between two paladins going in separate directions.
Cool. All right, so you are going to follow them. Those of you following the dragon, he does end up meeting up with some of the guards, and they very obviously know who he is. And, he starts explaining what's going on, and so they all bring you inside one of the guard huts to discuss things. Vex, there is blacksmith, a lot of stuff where you can buy things here in like a general store. Depends on where you want to stop and what you want to ask and do.
General store might be a good idea. There'll be people around there usually. And
okay.
Just start generally talking people up, getting a general feel for the thing. If it's anything unusual going on, I think he probably figured out just from casual observation they don't have a giant water problem. Because if all these types of businesses are still operating, that would make sense that they're doing okay in that department. But that's just a supposition.
I mean, they're confused and like, well, how's the water supply? They're like, we don't have an issue with water at all. And that's the kind of consensus that you, Xander, and those of you that follow the dragon all get. Like, when you explain so, they're very confused. They're like, what do you mean? Like, the water, when it rains, it helps. When it doesn't rain, the oasis is not far, and it somehow is fed, and it never is gone, so...
Well, when Xander kind of gets that answer, he would explain that he was sent by an adventurers guild to investigate, I don't remember the town's name exactly, a town not far from here that just has no water. Their oases are not getting replenished.
They're confused because, it's kind of like clockwork, right? Where when they are concerned that the oasis could be in danger, it does rain. They've never heard of anything like that. As far as they know, the 3 oases that are closest to them are fine.
Okay. Well, obviously he'll thank them for their time and kind of give him a gold piece for the information.
Okay. All right. For the 3 amigos, you guys are just wandering around investigating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Silas would stop a random passerby and be like, how do you know what any of these places are?
He goes, I've lived here forever. He goes, that's the barber, that's the blacksmith, that's the tavern. That is
slow
the
down,
herbalist
slow
shop.
down.
That is the textile mill. That's the winery. That's the carpenter. That's the mason. And just starts pointing and naming off things rapidly.
You'll just see Valen start writing everything down on a piece of paper like he knows what he's writing.
That's the brothel. Don't go in there unless you want to get syphilis.
Once he's done, it's just a picture of a wagon.
Luke, two things. One, a 19 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay. 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you roll a strength check.
Okay.
Is there nothing that me or Subi could do?
Hang on.
8. You cold clocked me.
You are now prone.
Okay.
So, the two paladins watch their babysitter as they're talking get hit with something, and he drops, and there is a human standing over him holding what appears to be some sort of mace that's two-handed. This human is crying, red-faced, and his shaking, possibly in anger, as he's standing over Drossith.
I'm trying to think of how Valen would actually handle this. Okay, you said a small person?
A regular-sized human.
I was ready to say, I mean, I was making sure it wasn't a tide-sized person, so.
I'll check a Tide short joke off the bingo card.
We need a D&D bingo card, guys. Just for the chat.
I'm trying to think here.
Okay, well, they think, Loot, is there anything Drossith is doing?
I guess he kind of rolls over to see what is standing over him, and then sees that. He realizes he's been attacked. He gets a grin on his face, and he tries to now grapple them to the ground.
Okay.
Now he's in a fight.
Yeah, cool. So you're gonna start a wrestling match. So I need you to roll a.
Wait. You
What-
said
what?
that person is standing on Drossith.
Basically, so he's standing over him, right?
So it says for an unarmed strike that I can shove a person, correct?
Yes.
I'm thinking without trying to just outright murder hobo this person, which I don't think Valen would do. So yeah, his first response would probably be to shove this person.
Okay.
Even though I have a 27 in strength.
Oh, shit.
You can still roll a 1.
Okay, so you want me to roll? Let's see.
Let me triple check the wording on it in 2024. It's under action. Okay, so I have to succeed on a strength saving throw. That's what it is.
Okay.
Strength and dexterity. So it's 8 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, Alexa, stop. It doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 20.
So here's the thing. You don't roll.
Oh.
He rolls.
Oh, okay.
So 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 2, 18.
I have a 27.
It's your strength modifier plus 8 plus your proficiency bonus. So your strength modifier is 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 2 is 18.
Okay.
So you do shove him. So you shove him 5 feet away. So Drossith cannot grapple him at this point because he's been shoved away. Okay.
Silas is going to use Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath.
Which does what?
Grab him with the vines.
Ooh,
It's to succeed on a DC 10 strength saving throw.
He rolled a 13 on the die.
Damn it. It was worth a try.
I would probably just offer a hand down to Drossif at this point and look at the person and be like, why are you knocking over Drossif?
So, Luke, what's Drossith doing now that he can't grapple the guy?
He would have just seen that he got hit, seen him get pushed over. I don't know that he would have seen the hand, but he's like, all right, we're in a brawl. And he's like, and he'll start to kind of get up to approach him and try to tackle him. It's like, this isn't even a tavern.
I mean, at this point, it's your turn, right? So you're going to get up, you can move to get to him. Are you just going to tackle him to the ground?
Yeah.
Cool. So a contested strength check.
I'm rolling like shit. 14.
I rolled 15, total 12 plus 3, 15.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to tackle him, and you hit him, but he does not, go down.
All right.
So he'll go.
You are in dice jail.
So that does not hit. That's a 2 on the die. So he's having trouble hitting you with this thing while you're grappled onto him.
Okay.
He's now wildly swinging at you. He's screaming, "Damn you and your kind!" as he's swinging at you.
Oh, we have a oasis.
Right.
All right. So, what are the three of you doing?
Can we... You know what? Can I just take the weapon from him?
You would have to grapple him, pin him, and then try and disarm him.
Fine. What do you want me to do?
Okay.
It
It's
could be
a
a team
contested
effort.
strength roll.
Well, I mean, doesn't Loot still have a hold of him as well?
So Loot did not get him grappled because he failed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have to roll to try and grapple him, which is a contested strength roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Roll a 16.
Cool.
Nice.
So he is grappled at this point. Silas, Drossith.
I would try to disarm him since he's holding him.
Okay. All right. Loot.
I'm a cold clock him.
Just like a Marine.
All right. So I need Luke, go ahead and swing to hit him.
Okay.
You have advantage because he's grappled.
Cool. What do I add to it?
It's an unarmed strike, technically, if you're just trying to punch him.
Okay, but is it like strength or?
You got
It's,
a modifier.
I believe it's your strength, yeah. If you look at the character sheet, it'll tell you under unarmed strike, it'll tell you what you add to it.
15 to hit.
15 will hit. How much damage is it?
It looks like it's a flat 5.
Okay, flat 5. Okay. And then I need to pull up.
Me listening to what is this? 80s jet or
Here we go.
80s Tokyo funk lo-fi.
All right, so Subi, it's going to be a contested strength check. I just
Okay.
pulled up the optional rules for disarming stuff.
Is that just like a strength roll?
Yep, that's a strength check. So it's a D20 plus your strength modifier.
19.
Cool. You rolled a 11. So you have disarmed him at this point. While he gets punched, he is being held back, and you just yoink. So that's a good spot. Let's go ahead and take our break. I know it's
Already?
we normally take it around 8 between 8 and 8:15. Yeah.
No, we don't.
Doggos need to pee.
Yep.
All right, fine. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Hold on. Hard. Jesus, I don't know how you guys pick one spell. It's hard. Okay. We'll be right back.
5.
Kitties.
Electrical tape.
I did it.
Oh my fucking god. Are you shopping on Temu? Because I'm pretty sure that's where Luke got his fucking plumber.
No. Hi guys, welcome back.
Do we need to send a stream or have a stream where just Blue and Twilight look at bad plumbing pictures from all of our houses?
Oh no.
But let me tell you. Well, I mean, we've had most of it fixed, but there was some shit that was done in this house that you would have raged at.
Nope.
We've had about 5 other plumbers rage at it.
All right, we're back, so go for it.
I'm at the point where I'm not sure if I want to try to hire somebody to fix it or just fix it myself in shame for having it in my house.
You need to rip out that whole fucking. What is that? A 1-piece, 2-piece shower?
The rest, yeah, the rest of it is not better.
It sounds like story time, she says, guys.
You know what? You're not ruining my night, Luke. We're playing D&D.
So, you have disarmed this individual. Now what?
I mean, I already hit him. I already got my back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ask him, like, why are you hitting Drossip?
Okay. So, fun note, that's a natural 20.
Are you kidding me?
No. Well, hey, he doesn't have his weapons, so he's just punching.
Okay.
How he's grappled?
You can still attack while you're grappled.
No, you can't.
Yes, mechanics-wise, yes, you can.
You can't move.
Whatever.
Yeah. Also, just because you guys want to bear hug me does not mean I can't fucking hit you with things. Like, we can test this scientifically at the next meetup.
Hell, he could even just headbutt you if he wanted to.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
So, Drossith takes 6 points of damage as he hits you.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't it?
Huh?
I was like, isn't it fixed? Isn't unarmed strike fixed damage anyway? So there's no need to worry about it.
Yeah, it's just doubled. So he hits you as he screams that your kind don't belong here.
What race is he?
Human.
A human.
Oh.
Yep.
At least Drossip can see him.
Yeah.
Just getting hit.
Whose turn is it now? Because I'm gonna hit him again.
Y'all's turn. Y'all as a unit.
So is the human just swinging like violently or crazy or
just at Drossith?
I'll go ahead and hit him with an unarmed strike.
I was going to say, can I just put him on his ass? Like, is there any, like I don't want to do lethal damage to him, but he needs to be put on his ass.
To put him to sleep for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Give him a
I think somebody asked for some
he needs to go
assistance
nighttime.
here.
He needs a nappy. A little nap.
Wanted a little fighting time.
So you basically you can hit him with non-lethal damage until he's unconscious.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plan.
Yeah, that's plan.
Okay. So do I need to? What do you want me to roll for that?
What do you want to roll?
Whatever you're attacking with.
And you know what?
Awesome. You know what that means? Can you roll a D100, Subi?
Oh boy.
Womp womp.
How big is this human? Like, how big is he?
An average size human.
16.
Oh, okay. Average size human. Does he weigh a lot?
You haven't tried to pick him up, so you don't know?
Did I miss and hit Valen?
Hang on, I'm pulling up that chart.
Any chance that I can just Hulk and Loki this dude?
So I need you to roll a D4.
Me or Subi?
Nope, Subi.
Okay.
Evens are Drossith, odds are Valen.
Oh God, where is it? There it is. 4.
Cool. So, what's your strength modifier?
Modifier is a +3.
Cool. So, Valen, you take 3 bludgeoning damage as
I thought I was even. Or, I mean, odds.
no, Drossith was odds. You were evens.
Okay.
So you take 3 bludgeoning damage as Silas goes to swing and the dude ducks and just hits you in the face.
It's a good thing that grappling somebody does not take concentration.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How much damage do I take?
3.
All right, so can I headbutt this guy? Like, can I put him to sleep?
So you can certainly try and headbutt him, yes.
Okay. 19.
That
Well,
will
I
hit.
rolled a 19, so
That will hit. So 8 damage.
I mean, does he have armor on?
No, he does not. All right, so at this point, the rest of you hear a scream, and the 3 of you fighting with this guy hear some screaming next to you, as there's the canonically badly timed lady that sees this and starts screaming for the guards.
Oh God.
This is where like all in the this is in the tavern.
No, this is not
This
in
is
the
out
street, in the
in
middle of the
yeah.
street.
We're just in the
I
street.
thought we were in the tavern. Dear Lord.
No.
Street brawl.
I don't remember where. I'm probably just hanging like, because I was
You were
following
with
the dragon.
the dragon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who was in one of the guard huts.
I thought we were in a
I
scene.
was about to say, Del, would this be something Dex could be observing?
When in the guard
And-
huts. When you said following the dragon, I meant our dragon.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. He went to go talk to the guards because he knows them, and they brought you inside to discuss the thing.
Drossith?
No, he.
Oh, no.
That's
specified.
I
He's
meant
not
like
a dragon.
okay.
Bob.
See, I thought you
Who
meant
followed Bob the dragon?
got you. Okay. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
our group dragon with like a couple other people. I was like, yeah, in a line.
No.
We have
No,
two
no, no,
group
no.
dragons.
See, you said dragon. I was like, cool. You went with Yugsif, and that's what I've gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I went with the. I didn't. That's not what I meant. But that's okay. We'll figure it out.
All right. So everybody hears this because it's like the buildings are all close enough together. But you hear the screaming. Is Drossith swinging?
What is going on around me? There's a lot of screaming.
Well, Silas just punched Valen. Valen headbutt the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Random canonic badly timed lady is screaming in the corner at the fight going on.
With ladies screaming, I almost feel like it'd probably be a better idea for me to back off at this point.
Okay.
Because he's obviously after me, but ladies screaming, I'm like, all right, I'm not. No, I'm gonna go ahead. That's not what my character would have done. He would have just seen her and it's like, well, he's still hitting me, so fuck him.
Nah, I'm still gonna mug this guy.
I'm not bugging him. He's hitting me. I'm hitting him back.
Let's mug him.
I mean,
That's not what she sees.
So,
She has already seen a thing. It doesn't matter what I do at this point.
That's true.
is the guy still like flailing around, or
yeah,
did
yeah,
you...
oh yeah.
What's around me? I know I have a hold of him. So what is around me? Like, is
Oh,
there a
same.
house real
Rings.
close?
No.
There's
You're
no
gonna
wall,
lose.
no statue, no anything.
There is a wall that's within 15 feet of you on either end.
Can I
Like in
just
the middle of the
freaking
street.
spear this fucker into the wall?
Oh God.
Next go around potentially.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12. No, does not hit.
Okay.
It's 10 plus his dex mod, so no.
Okay.
He ducks it. He swings at you again.
Son of a-
That's a dirty 20 for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Is he still shouting, you know,
Watch
things
no
at you?
profanity.
The rest of you that have heard this screaming, what are you doing?
Obviously running over there.
Okay.
Yeah, Vex. Yeah, I think Vex would maybe not be running over there, but be trying to get a better perspective on what's going on to see if he can intervene in
All right.
his method.
So the three of you get one more turn effectively before your friends get here.
Okay.
Can I assist Valen in holding him down more?
Holding him down. I'm taking this fucker into a wall at this point. He's being annoying.
He's not holding down. He's yeeting him.
I'll let him go first then.
All right. So you have the strength to throw him. Make a contested strength check to see if you can pick him up and throw him.
He's just a human.
Let's see. What's my modifier? So
Plus 8, isn't it?
yeah, 25.
Oh yeah, he rolled a fucking 9. So you throw him into the wall. Cool. All right. Okay. So he's been thrown into the wall. Silas, Drossith, what are you doing?
Is he still standing?
Yeah.
Or
so
does
he's
he
like-
look alert?
He does look alert, but the way this is working, he hits the wall, slides down, is still like awake, but has not stood up to do anything.
You'd still be
It's not his
prone,
turn yet.
right?
Yes.
'Cause technically, it was
Mechanics-wise, yes, he's prone.
Drossith, at this point, he sees a bunch of people running towards him. He's prone. He's going to take a couple steps back.
Okay. He's also
Yeah.
like 15 feet from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll back
so,
up with him. Just kind of.
Those of you that ran to go see what was going on, you see your three friends staring at a dude who has been like there's an indent in this stone wall from where he hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't throw him that hard.
You're pretty strong, buddy.
Yeah.
So you guys get there. You have just a second before the guards show up. Do you guys say anything to your friends?
Yes, I say, this man hates handsome adventurers.
I'm just gonna ask Drossith if it's okay.
He kind of turns to you and does one of these, but there's some obvious, like, a little bit of bruising around his eyes, like...
Oh, God.
Little nose dribble.
I was here to say, I think Silas fucked Valen up more than anybody else did.
Silas will put his hand on Valen's shoulder, just give him 3 lay on hands for, sorry I hit you.
All right. So what about those of you that ran up? Do you say anything to your friends?
Nope.
It looks like they just ganged up on a single dude. So it's like,
Actually, I think I know what
Vex.
I think I know what Vex would say at this point. You just look at Drossith in particular, and then look at the other. Just like, I hope you have a good story, and then just sort of.
Blue, I heard you say it looks like they ganged up on a dude, and I lost the last bit of it.
That's because it's like there's nothing really to say at that point.
Well, there's
Okay.
a weapon that's
Beat the
discarded
shit
on
out
the
of somebody.
ground
Yeah.
that obviously doesn't belong to any of us.
I thought Subi had the weapon.
Yeah, I disarmed him, so I guess technically I'd have it.
Oh, did you, like, keep it on you?
Yeah, we'll say I kept it.
It's just like,
Okay.
yeah, it's a new double.
All right. So the guards show up.
This is mine now.
Let's see. Okay.
So did the dragon go over there too?
Yeah, he went with the group. So guards show up and surround the 4 of you that were in the fight. And we need to start yelling at Silas to drop the weapon in his hand.
I'll just throw it down. Like, whoa.
Okay. So Tide. It's your stream. This will be funny.
Okay, sure,
Can
whatever.
you roll a D100? 1 to 40.
Real dice.
I don't have a with
Hang on.
D100.
Hang on. 1 to 40, they arrest the dude on the ground. 40 to 80, they arrest your friends. 80 to 100, both groups get arrested.
We haven't even had a chance to talk.
What are they again? What's under what? What was the first one? 1 to
40 or lower,
40 or lower.
they arrest the dude.
Okay.
41 to 80, they arrest your friends. 81 to 100, they arrest both people.
70.
Oh no.
Cool! So they immediately surround the three of you, weapons pointed at y'all, and tell you to surrender your weapons.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I'm like, whoa, hey, it wasn't us.
He was the one attacking Drossip.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he has to attack our chicken.
He hit us first.
You're calling, okay, so you call him a chicken, he's a full-grown dragonborn. Okay, now they're concerned for your well-being. Fantastic.
They should be.
Alright, they should have dispatched a mental health professional with this call. Holy shit. Alright. They
I don't
repeat.
have.
You don't have 2d10s?
What?
You don't have. You said you don't have a D100. You don't have 2d10s?
No, not right here.
They were already into it.
Oh, wait a minute, Ty. You came to play D&D not prepared to play.
You don't have a standard set of 7 dice?
Yeah, I have one set right here.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
to say, I literally
There's-
have a tray of 10 sets right beside me right now.
There's one that's a 1d10, and then there's one that's like got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 0, 0.
Oh, Drossip can count.
Tide's like, you don't get the shinies.
You have D100.
She just doesn't know where to roll.
It's
Somewhere.
It's
Alright, so
it's a 10, and then
they
it's
repeat to the three of you to lay down your weapons.
Like I've not had anything in my hands the whole fucking time.
They're talking about the ones on your person, right? That's why it's not drop them, it's lay them down. They're specifying that, like, Drossith would know that is the protocol. Like, you have weapons on you, they're telling you to take them off, put them on the ground.
I know Drossith's being a problem. It's like I've not had anything in my hands the whole fucking time.
Sir, we have not had the weapon. It was that man over there by the wall that hit him with the weapon.
This man hates handsome adventurers. He attacked us.
Look at his face.
They say it one more time. You guys lay down your weapons at all.
How many are there?
9 right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I have a lot of dice.
If they touch me, I'm going to fly.
You're gonna fly.
Get fucked. I have wings for a minute.
All right. Is anybody listening, or are you guys not listening?
I mean, I think we're outnumbered, so might as well.
Okay, so Silas.
Yeah, I'll set my hammer down.
Okay. Drossith.
He sees him laying his weapons down. He's like, "Fuck!" And you're seeing like what used to be a funny '80s montage of 1 weapon, 2 weapons, 7 weapons, 8 weapons. Just,
where are those all coming from?
Valen's confused as to what weapon they're talking about because he never had a weapon in his hand to begin with.
Oh, God.
Sir, as I understand, I am a well-built man, but I have no weapons in my hand to drop, sir. These are my hands.
Does a 23 hit Valen?
Oh, shit.
What? Yeah, a 23 hits Valen.
Cool. 12 bludgeoning damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Oh, shit.
how did he attack them?
Hang on.
You want a con saving throw?
Yep.
Let's see, that's a +5, 17.
17. Okay. So you're not stunned, but one of them steps up, spins the spear on, and hits you like in the side of the jaw with with the metal ball weight on it.
Oh.
Whoops, wrong one. I healed myself by accident.
Does
You should heal yourself by 3. I gave you 3 lay on hands.
Yeah, no, I already did.
Okay, good.
Is Valen still up?
Well, hell yeah, he's still up. I ain't even below half my damage.
Hey, look, you took fucking how much damage from jumping off the goddamn ship? I don't know.
10.
I only took 10.
Okay.
I have 60.
What's Valen do after he gets cracked across the face?
So, you hit me in my face like that again, you're gonna have a problem. This face is pretty, okay? Well, don't touch my face.
Anybody else gonna intervene or stop with that?
Laura might walk over to Valen and say, "Don't be dumb. Take your weapons off. Put them on the ground.
What weapon? I've not had a weapon in my
Don't be
hand this
dumb.
whole time, honey.
Stop being dumb and just take them off your back."
Stop
like
being
turning
dumb, like you
around,
can
like-
just stop having a 7 intelligence.
6.
Oh, because that made it better.
You know what? Valen's gonna throw a tantrum. It's gonna grow wings, and he's just gonna fly up in the air.
Oh God, no.
And he's just gonna stand there, cross-armed, up in the air.
Oh dear Lord.
Don't you have an aura? When that
He's not
happens?
smart, but he
Not
is
yet.
pretty.
No, I do. I have a
Okay.
radiant aura. When
Oh, that's right. But
Well,
like,
I choose radiant or necrotic.
Can you make a wisdom save, Chaos?
Me?
Yep.
Fuck you. Why do you gotta hit that with wisdom? Hold on. Oh, I actually have. Wow, I got +3 to wisdom. Let's see.
hey, we're wise, we're not smart.
14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, cool. So hold person fails, so you're still flying. Well, you know what? Let's see.
It's just a flying beacon of light, just up in the air, throwing a tantrum.
Hey, Valen, can you make another wisdom save real quick?
What the fuck, Blue? Yeah, hold on. Let's see. 20. Dirty 20.
Lucky bastard.
Hang on a second.
How many wisdom saves can the dumb fucking paladin make?
All them.
Question, Loot, is Drossip having a good time watching this?
He's proceedingly. He is like one more aggressive threat against him or the paladins away from saying fuck this and fighting.
So I need Valen to make another wisdom saving throw. Different spell this time, though.
I was gonna say, I tried Charm Person. I ain't wasting a level 2 slot for him.
Cannoneers to me, I thought, I don't know. Is that one of my resistances? Can I even be charmed?
I don't know.
It'd be under your saving throws.
I have to look at it.
I think the question is because in some
Nice.
settings,
Is that
in
it?
some settings they're not. It's an
ye-
smart person.
yes, you can be charmed.
I can't. Okay. Well,
No, you can. CAN. You can be.
right. No, that's what I said.
Okay.
I wrote a 22.
Cool. Sleep doesn't fucking work. All right.
You just sort of fall asleep with his wings on.
No. Hang on. His thing specifies it, like the wings go away if he's unconscious,
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
and you become unconscious with sleep. You've been just.
Oh God.
All right. So, anybody else doing anything? Are you guys gonna let the guards continue to?
I mean, they're just making it worse for themselves, so yeah.
That's pretty much what Vex is thinking too. Is just like, guys, come on. Actually, you know what? Vex will actually start thinking that out loud a broadcast to Balin and Drossith is like, guys, give it up.
Well, Drothis is standing there just angry at this point.
I've not done anything. I'm just
yeah.
pissed.
He's about to rage.
So here's the next question. So if they put shackles on Silas and Drossith, do you guys resist?
If they try to go to strike one of us again, then yes. If they don't, then no.
Okay, so effectively they are while they're trying to charm, hold a person, sleep your friend who's throwing a fucking tantrum like a 9-year-old, trying to put you guys in shackles.
Don't.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of how I would phrase this to not make it worse. I think Drossith knows enough, having been a guard before, that he better not say anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't stop them from putting the shackles on?
No.
Okay.
No.
He twists his arm in ways that makes it difficult to make it tight. But
and also because Drothis is with Dragonborn, they have to give you two pairs of shackles because you're broader than the average human.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not going to allow you to walk away with my friends without proper questions and arresting the rightful party.
What's the guy that got thrown against the wall doing on all this?
Sleeping.
A healer seems to be trying to get him to be mostly coherent. So, Valen, they tell you one last time, surrender your weapons and come down. Does he do it?
Or what?
Cool. 17 points of force damage is 5 magic missile bolts hit you in the chest. How much? 17 points of force damage.
Well, at least you said in the chest. Does Valen see which direction it came from?
Oh yeah. There's somebody who very obviously looks like they're the one throwing spells at you.
Very obvious. Sir, do you want a fireball in the face?
Hey, Del, can I have a question?
I have an answer.
While this is all going on, can Xander look? Is our dragon friend here watching this shit show?
And just.
So Xander's gonna look over to him and ask him, "Do you still have a polymorph spell?"
Oh dear lord.
You get
Fuck off, no.
He shakes his head.
Alora is going to point up at Valen and say, if you don't come down, I'm going to knock you out of the air with an invisible hand.
Are you using that angry wife tone though?
Yes.
Got her arms crossed.
Okay,
Tapping a foot.
Valen's gonna come down.
Okay. Okay.
But he's coming down next to Alora.
Oh god.
Doesn't give up his weapons though.
Valen still got his hands crossed. Now, whatever Alara is doing is on Alara.
Alora is probably plucking those weapons off, saying, I will keep them.
Okay, cool. So they will shackle Valen's feet at least, because his arms are crossed. I can't shackle his arms.
He's too strong.
Good, technically. It'd just be more like a straight jacket.
Yeah.
Tackle him from behind.
So they then take the three of you off, and they take the other guy somewhere.
Xander's gonna follow where they take him.
Who, the guy or us? Who are you following, Snowy? Us or the guy?
The one that
Attacked us?
no, well, here's the thing: the one that to Xander, it looks like you attacked him.
The single human. Yeah. Okay.
The single human that got beat up.
That's what we do. We just go around beating up humans.
So
Vex will surreptitiously follow the prisoners to their back to wherever they're being taken. Surreptitiously, he doesn't want to be obvious about it.
I mean, if you want to go with them, they know you're like, okay.
No,
Whatever.
as I said, there's a specific reason I want to do it a little bit.
He's tailing them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Just see how unnoticed you are.
Pretty unnoticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are me, Silas, and Drossif all like kind of, right next to each other? Like, can we talk to each other, kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vela's just gonna. Drossif, what did you do to piss that man off?
Be incredibly handsome and adventurous, I suppose.
Well, that does seem to be the case with most of us in this party. We are rather handsome.
I think he's mad that he doesn't have scales like mine. It is really hot out here, and I'm fine.
It could be your tail.
It'd be my tail.
He's
None
jealous.
of you have them.
So Yusef, once everything calms down, looks at those of you that stayed and goes, "Well, that was interesting. Once this gets figured out, we should go visit that cleric you mentioned."
I agree.
Do you know where he happens to be, roughly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we know what direction he is from the cave.
Okay. Fair.
From here, maybe not.
Well, we'll make it work.
We'll work it out.
Can the three of us that were arrested hear any of this or no?
Nope. This is after you've been walked off. So Yusuf goes, "Well, while your friends are in trouble, should we go get a drink?"
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all go and get a drink. Xander is following this mugged individual. We'll put it that way. What is your goal here?
I thought I was under the impression he was getting carted off to like a healer's place to get
He's not
checked.
carted. He's being like he can still walk, so they're escorting him to
He's just hurting.
Okay.
a clinic. Yeah.
So when they all get there, and obviously when the healers finish looking him over, he's gonna ask him for his side of the story.
Okay. All right. So he explains that he was going out to go get stuff for dinner for his family, and what he saw was a dragonborn wandering the streets, looking around, looking in buildings, and based on what happened last time dragonborn showed up in his town, he assumed that this was probably an ex-soldier that is disgruntled and was here to cause problems. And knowing their propensity for how they treated people the last time they were in this area, he was going to make sure he made a point to show that the dragonborn didn't belong here.
Well, that That Dragonborn is may not be the smartest one of our group, but he is not one to cause trouble. I don't know what happened in this town, but he is not. He had no part of it. He is not the brightest one, but he's also a good person, a good dragon.
He looks a bit distraught when you mention that he's part of your group, and starts to explain that. And it confused me. Like, he doesn't understand why that you would ally yourself with an individual that comes from a culture where their entire ideal is to subjugate everybody else. When he starts to actually what's the right way to say this? You can see he gets more and more animated and anxious and starts freaking out.
The actions of how do you say this? How am I gonna word this? He kind of just crosses his arms, and because of the mask, he can't actually see Xander's facial expressions or anything. So it's almost anonymously neutral, and he kind of just tells him the actions of I'm just gonna put out a random number. The actions of 1,000 do not defy everyone. And this is just a random number because that's the only way I could think of to actually word it.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How much would our group know about how fast would they clue in what he's talking about with the war? Since it's only been about little less than 30 years. It's old enough that it's not been recent, but it's
you'll probably have a pretty good idea. Especially those of you that are around Ekron or have traveled a bunch.
Vex wouldn't, but
I'll say Melbourne would know. They definitely talk about it in the Paladin Academy, so Silas and Valen would know. Drossus would definitely know from his parents. Eva, maybe. Alara, maybe not. How long? I'm drawing blank on how long she's been in this realm or this plane.
Only 15 years.
Yeah, you would have know almost nothing about it. So, he looks at you.
Vex would have been alive for that. That's right.
He looks at you and tells you that while you are young and hopeful, when an entire country decides that they're going to come and try and take your land, hold up people that do not look like them, and try and remove them from existence, having to live through that, fight through that, and make sure your family survives through it, he can judge people however the fuck he wants. Because if it happens once, it'll happen again. Is effectively how it comes out.
Xander, he really has no reason to make arguments with him because obviously there's a hint of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say all this person kind of hears is kind of almost like a grunt of acknowledgement, and then he just starts walking off.
Okay. All right. So those of you at the tavern with Yusuf. They're at this point folks are in there gossiping, talking. It's about lunchtime at this point. And everybody's in the tavern. I need you to roll perception.
16?
19.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Once? And twice? All right. You start to overhear conversations about the individual who was. People are like, was he mugged? Did he attack somebody? And there's a lot of concern, and you do start to hear that this guy is one of their surviving older guardsmen that was in the end of the war. And the biggest concern right now is whether or not the current guard are going to have to either arrest somebody who is to them a hero in this town, or is the Dragonborn actually a problem? It's about 50-50. Some are concerned that Drossith is just, they don't know that you guys are all together, just a bandit left over from the war who was here to take whatever he wanted with his two friends.
2 idiots.
Remember, all they saw was the end of this. The others are concerned that that individual having the issues he has may have attacked the Dragonborn. Liz says hi.
Hi, Liz.
They're all waving
Hi.
at you. You can show yourself on camera.
No.
No. So she
No,
just
Yoink.
yells it.
runs off with the alcohol.
Didn't even want to say hi to Zach. See how it is.
She's in the middle of playing Fortnite on stream with her friends, so.
Okay.
Yeah, she's playing Fork Knife on a Friday when she could be playing this or Repo with real people and having fun and, wagga 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 wagga.
No camera, only booze. I do have a plan once things get back around to me, but
So, well, that's where we're at. So the other 3 of you are sat in a room, and after a little bit, and the cat runs off. A couple folks come in, and go, all right, so why'd you beat him up?
before we got to that point, I would have made a couple of references to typical guard procedure type stuff, kind of letting on that I know what it's like to be a guard, trying to build some rapport with them.
So most of it is they walk you there and they put you guys in this room for about 20 minutes, and then
I know
these guys show up.
it's small talk enough to where I'm cooperating, but I'm kind of like I know what's going on. So once he says that to me, I'm like, so we were walking around, we just got here. He hit me, knocked me down with a mace. So he got shoved. He continued to want to fight, so we tried to disarm him. He kept hitting me. I hit him back a couple times, and eventually, like, he kept wanting to fight. So my friend here threw him into a wall, and then we backed up. If we were wanting to cause problems, I mean, look at how armed we were. Like, we wouldn't have been doing this barehanded. It's like we're from Akron.
Unless you didn't want to leave a body. Leaving a body means there's a different investigation. Beating him up for his stuff, less likely.
You mean the guy with the big hammer?
That had the mace in question?
Yeah, he used the mace instead of his giant hammer.
Yeah.
It's like, look at
So
this, look at
you're
this.
saying he used the mace on somebody? Okay, all right.
Oh,
so
God.
you are going to be a problem.
No, he didn't. He snatched it away from him. The guy came at me with the mace, hit me in the back of the head.
Okay.
And then clearly he doesn't like handsome adventuring type. And we're from Ekron. We're here investigating something. I don't know what he was on about, but he kept trying to be a problem. And as soon as he was on the ground, we backed up.
Okay, which one you hit him with the mace?
He hit
Nobody.
me with the mace.
Okay.
He didn't hit him with any weapons.
Hmm.
Check his body.
I would have used my hammer if I would have hit him.
I'm like the guard goes, I'm sorry.
Not
You're like-
helping.
What didn't
No, no.
hit him?
Valen would I just headbutted him. I should have
Okay.
smited him. He was rather annoying.
Okay. And who threw him in the wall?
Oh, I threw him into the wall when he wouldn't cooperate. I told him to calm down several times and stop hitting Drossip.
So you told the guy you were mugging to calm down.
We weren't mugging anyone, sir. I am a paladin of the faith, and I'll be dang if I'm going to sit here and let you or anybody else ruin my good name, sir.
You are putting words in our mouths, guardsman.
Right.
I want to talk to the town council.
And
We're not
somebody
saying anything.
owes me an apology for hitting me in the face.
He kind of elbows like, we're not saying anything else.
And we're not saying anything else other than that.
You already have your story. Bugger off with it.
What he said.
We're not saying anything else. Continues to speak and talk to them. Biggs, as a lawyer, how effective is that? How effective is that?
Not very. First thing any a criminal lawyer will do when they run into you is say, "Shut the fuck up."
So, guy gets up. He leaves with his little group of guys. You guys run there for like hour.
Are there any windows in this place?
Mm-mm. Nope.
He's Phelan's just gonna kind of lean over. Fellas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need to pee.
Oh, no.
There's a bucket over there.
Are we still shackled?
You
Mhm.
probably are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're only shackled with the feet.
I'll think of something.
All right. After a while, about another half hour, in walks on a guard and goes, "Okay, so mace isn't yours. Did any of you hit him with a mace? Yes or no?"
No.
No.
Who threw him into a wall?
That'd be me, sir.
Okay.
He wouldn't calm down. We was trying to get him off draw.
Yes or no?
I don't understand. It wasn't a yes or no question.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just
No.
explaining to the man
I know.
Dropsup that he hit you with the hammer, and we was trying to get him to stop hitting you.
What hammer? We only
Mace.
have one hammer.
Mace,
Now
hammer,
there's a
same
hammer?
thing. Mace and a hammer, same thing, sir.
No, they are not the same thing.
Show me the difference. They do the same thing.
My
Hold on.
God.
He walks out, walks back in with a mace, wooden haft, flange top, pulls out a carpenter's hammer. Not the same thing.
I said, that's not a hammer.
Can you hit things with it, sir?
He just puts them back outside the door and goes, okay.
They found the sixth intelligence.
Dross is kind of looking down at the ground and he looks up at the guard and he's like, do you have any paper, Lola? Because I can only keep him entertained for so long.
At this point, we've questioned him. He explained his side. He said he attacked you unprovoked. Now, there's a couple other issues. One, the town is fairly certain the three of you mugged him. He's a hero here. Expect to be shit on. Two, and he turns to Valen, you have to pay for that wall to be fixed.
What do you mean for the wall to be fixed? I just threw him into the wall, sir.
And yes, to fix the wall from where he hit the wall.
Sir, I didn't break the wall. He broke the wall when he hit the wall.
You threw him into the wall. He didn't impact the wall at that speed of his own volition.
Which would have never happened had he not hit Drossa.
Oh, man. How much is it to fix the wall?
So right now...
Ender's not there.
Yeah. Right, he goes, look, the only thing you're liable for right now is fixing the wall. If you want to continue to argue, we can change that.
Wait, we can change not paying for the wall?
Oh god.
Valen, if you calm down, we'll talk about it in the tavern, figure out how much the wall costs. We'll handle it from there. I'll buy you a round.
Around the what?
Actually, I owe you both.
Red Rock.
He goes, look. You're staying at the tavern. We will come find you tomorrow. Do not leave the tavern once you get there. To discuss the wall. But other than that, you're free to go.
Where is it?
It's not labeled. We have no idea.
He gives you directions to the tavern and says, get your shit on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
You are given back your weapons. And you make it to the tavern. So now all of you are at the tavern. It does get quiet when the three of them walk in. Is about half of the people look at them like, oh, the muggers are here.
Are they like saloon doors?
No, it's a big oak door.
Okay.
Does the piano stop talking, playing?
Yes. The piano stops playing, the minstrel stops playing, the bard stops singing, the dancer stops Ooh, what is that? That looks tasty.
White Castles.
It's White Castles.
You get fucking White Castle?
He's just north enough.
He's happy about it too. You see, he's got a smile on his face like.
Dude, I haven't had like legit White Castle that's not like frozen from Walmart in so long.
It's like a mile up the street from my house. Cheese stick.
That looks so fucking good.
It is.
God damn it.
So you're saying everything is quiet when we walk in?
Not ever. Like, there's a group that. So it was split 50-50, right? The town is 50-50. Half of them think that you probably mugged this guy for no reason. The other half is like, he probably just attacked the Dragonborn, knowing this guy. So it gets much like, you're at the door and you can hear everything out the windows, and you open it and it gets significantly quieter.
Well, Valen's not going to pay attention to that. He's just going to see Alora and be like, honey, you believe they're trying to make me pay for the wall for throwing that idiot into it because he wouldn't calm down? And Valen yells this across the tavern, just so you know.
God.
Alara's just gonna nod, turn to Eva. Hey, Eva, can you do me a favor? You've got a harder hitting hand than I do. Can you smack all three of them in the back of the head for me? Pretty hard.
I've been hit in the head a couple times now.
I hit him in the head.
She's just gonna run behind him and just put her arm like this and just down the line.
Ding, ding, ding.
Just gib slap all of them.
Three Stooges.
Mm-hmm.
The bartender, as the three of you get up there and say, "All right, what would you like?"
Anything you don't spit in.
Yeah.
Do you want to remember the rest of the day?
Honestly, no.
Eva's gonna go up to the bar and just put her like up on here, or no, more like this, and be like, "You got any milk?"
You know, I don't. Subi, would we get shit faced, Subi?
I would.
Probably not. I think
What's
we'd
your
be like
extent?
Evangeline and want a big mug of milk.
So I say we would like almost have to be like tricked into drinking that much. I think.
Do you have chalky milk?
Just regular milk.
So, Lou, he just hands you a tankard and says, "Good luck."
I watched him pour it, so I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, no. He makes sure that you see him pour it from a keg, and he hands it to you. He does not spit in it.
Okay. I say, thank you. And how much does whatever it is that he's trying to give
that
me?
one costs 3 silver.
3 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Let me detract that. Oh no, I'm gonna give him an entire gold.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. They do have milk.
Yes.
It's not cow's milk, but it's milk.
Oh. What kind of milk is it?
So I
Goat
have
milk?
a question, Del.
Yes.
Alberta milk.
Tide, Eva kept her bloodlust, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When was the last time she had a bloodlust?
Only if I smell
snack.
smart people.
I
I'm
thought
about to say,
smart.
she hangs at this point.
I kind of got used
We
to it.
gave a number for it, and most people are average, not counting the 2 idiots that smell like rotten meat near her in that aspect all the time.
What about
So-
the Dragonborn? Or the dragon, not the Dragonborn. He's a dumb
The dragon is one of those where technically it's a humanoid was the curse, and the dragonborn, the dragon, even in human form, does not smell like a humanoid.
It's like she craves the blood of smart people, so she's smelling the
She
blood. I
craves
guess.
the blood of intelligent beings, and we made that line at like a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but basically the only person in this group is Tasty Doors Vex.
So we're extra safe.
Yeah, but the problem is the two, like if you equate this for I know where that line is, everybody has to have a specific smell. Insert now that like the solo leveling she can smell Hunter's thing.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 paladins smell like rotten meat to you. So
She's like always walking around like this with them.
She has
well,
no
hang
problem
on.
clapping him.
There's that smell, and then like when you guys are fighting, like and you guys are then in the cart, because remember you didn't shower after you fought last time and got in the cart.
Oh god.
So it's the smell of rotten meat and then sweaty fighters in armor.
Because we've been sweating for days.
Oh yeah. Imagine that in your brain, Tide. Your nose knows what that smells like without actually having to smell it.
Smells like a dog kennel.
Oh. I think I'll ask the bartender if there's a bath around.
They do have a. Snowy found the bathhouse earlier when he was wandering around.
That's true.
So he knows where it's at. They have goat milk. They don't have cow's milk, so they do have milk.
Okay, fine. That's fine. She'll still
Cool.
have that. And
It is a silver for goat's milk.
okay, she's gonna hand him the silver and be like, "You should have some too. It's good for your bones."
He picks up a wooden tankard and goes, "My bones are fine," and drops it.
That tells me nothing.
I'm not paying for that.
He goes, "No, that one was there was a broken the bottom in it." Anyway,
I'll point out that we're not allowed. You and me are not allowed to leave the tavern.
Why?
The guard told us not to.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not allowed.
We caused enough trouble today.
Hmm.
So, is anybody else getting an alcoholic drink or milk or whatever?
Next, we'll just get a normal
Just got a
ale.
milk. I'm just over there with a milk mustache.
A normal ale or wine, because I have the winery, is 2 silver.
Yeah, actually, it'd be 1. You know, I gotta be a snooty elf about it.
If you get wine, the bartender's get it. He rings a bell, and there's an elf that walks out and pours into a very fancy glass, very fancy like, and goes, "Here's your wine."
Thank
And she goes back and puts the wine away. Now, is Vex a red or a white wine drinker?
Red.
Okay.
Gross.
What?
I don't like red wine. Say gross.
Milk.
I like milk.
Blue, does Mel? If there's a dance floor, does Melbrum start dancing? Can't hear you, everybody.
You're muted.
Not just randomly.
No, I mean, like, if there are folks dancing on a dance floor, does he like, well, fuck it?
Yeah, at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he just like, I'm here to boogie, or like, he goes into ballroom dancer mode?
Read the room, bud.
Okay.
Nah, you read the room and all that's playing is just everybody dance now. Beam, 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 beam.
No, that tavern dance song that drives Tide nuts. It gets stuck in her head.
How are you muted?
I said I love the tavern dance song. Actually, here I'll play it for you.
Hang on, I can put it on here.
They can't hear it, so.
Oh.
You still put it on there.
It's playing on stream anyways, so. Dance fight, bitch. Go.
I win.
Prove it.
Alright, performance check, right?
Yes. If you want to see actually how well you do, then go ahead and roll a.
And I get advantage. 27.
27.
He's killing it.
Yeah, it is.
Now here's the question. If
Acrobatics.
I want to dance.
He's just doing flips and shit.
Just doing flips and shit.
there you go. There you go, folks. If for Melbrum, would he prefer to dance solo, or if any of the individuals end up like where they start doing like group dances, would he get involved? So medieval period, it wasn't so much like Renaissance where like two partners
yeah,
are dancing.
I know. The group dances probably.
Okay. All right. Cool. You said you rolled a 20 what?
7.
Okay. All right.
I rolled an 18 and a 2.
Cool. All right. So, this song's been stuck in my head for the rest of the game. I'm about to say, Drew, for you, there 100% is like the fucking farmhands and the fucking construction guys are doing feats of strength and drinking contests and shit. If you want to get in on that.
Wait, there's a dance contest?
No. Feats of strength where they're like arm wrestling or trying to can we basically lift each other?
No, it's a dance contest.
Okay.
Sorry, I just would love to see him just break out and dance when there's supposed to be something else going on. You're like, I didn't get it, guys.
Right. So, Luke, can you roll a con save at disadvantage, please?
Oh, God.
Xander, Vex, Alara, Eva, are y'all doing anything specific?
Normally Vex would be probably looking for first to lift, but since half the group's already gotten arrested, he's going to stay out of this.
11.
He's also while he's drinking his wine, he's kind of musing to himself, like, huh? I figured I'd be the first one to get arrested out of this group.
She'd be drinking your milk, people watching, because she can, like, for the intelligence levels.
She should arm wrestle.
No.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Alright.
Snowy?
You know what? Xander's not even gonna stay in the tavern. He's gonna stand outside and how am I gonna say this? He's gonna stand outside and kind of just watch the moon a little bit because he doesn't know why, but he has this unexplicit kind of fascination with the moon.
Okay.
I would say.
Roll a perception check for me. Valen, Alara, anything specific?
I want to dance too.
Roll a
Alara.
performance check.
Lara's probably just going to people watch with Eva.
Okay. All right. So, Subi, what is Silas doing?
Probably just people watching.
Okay, staying out of trouble.
Done with the day.
Okay, cool. All right. So, for Eva, there are three people that you're like.
I rolled a 5.
What's that oaky nuttiness smell?
One of them is the main bard on stage. Another one is one of the patrons, and then the other one you get when the elf comes out occasionally to refill wine or such like that.
Okay.
Oh, the deck isn't good enough for anymore. Okay, I see.
Well, so you're not the only one drinking wine. So she does come out to fill other people's stuff, right?
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about all the people that she's picking up as.
I'm giving her people that are in the tavern that aren't normals, right? Vex is already on the list. She knows Vex. Like everyone, like new smells. Like,
You smell intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drip the deuce. Here it is.
What did you roll, Balin?
I rolled a 5, but I got a nat 1.
Cool. So, Meldrum, as you're dancing, you actually start teaching people different dances that you've gone through, and people are excited. And then Valen shows up and starts running into every fucking person there. What was a very well set up, like, set of dances that you had going on, and you were enjoying yourself. Balin is just the dude fucking trying to sprinkler his way through to the other side of the dance floor.
Can I do basically what dance instructors do with children, where it's like, Valen, come here. Have him stand on my feet and then teach him how to dance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is what we shall be doing.
Okay. All right,
Drew said.
Yeah. Drew, I was about to say, there are feats of strength if your character wants to participate in those.
Most definitely.
Okay. Everything
Bring on
from
your
drinking
talents.
contests to they're like, who can pick up the heaviest of us, like lifting up each other and shit. Okay, cool. So Valen, you're being taught how to dance.
Bring it.
And here's the thing, you're like, I'm totally doing this. This is great. And then as Melba was teaching you, there's that moment where I can't believe. Have any of you ever actually like taken dance lessons?
No.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
You know how it looks super complicated, and then you start doing it, and it's just very smooth, and you're like, this is actually not smooth and not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, what the fuck is that face for?
I mean smooth.
It's not the kind of dancing that you did. It's not what he's talking
You're talking about like ballroom dancing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medieval period dancing, ballroom dancing, stuff like that. Like, yes. It's that moment where it's like, huh? Oh, that's what this is supposed to be. Ty, what kind of dancing are you talking about? Like, are you twerking on somebody's table?
Oh God.
No, I've had to take some dance classes before. That was
Had to.
wow.
Uh-huh.
I took some dance classes with my sister, okay? I took a hip hop class and a lyrical class, so shut the fuck up.
hip hop dance can be very smooth, actually.
Yeah, could.
I love that. I didn't realize that was a cat. I just like, why is there a black question mark on Loot's screen? That's on the cat butt. I was like, oh, it's the cat.
I was actually pretty good at line dancing when I was 5.
Dude.
Because of my dad played in a lot of bars, and that's the kind of places.
I do mention at some point that Milgram starts teaching Valen like line dancing because that's easiest, and it's funny because have you seen the video of the guys line dancing in full plate armor?
No.
Clink, clink, stop, screech, clink, clink, clink.
But Milgram, by the time you're done dancing and people like at the end of the night, you will get 5 golden tips from people that are thankful for you teaching them to dance better.
God damn, these motherfuckers are rich.
No, well, there are like 30 people that combine to give you 5 gold.
Oh.
Yeah. There's like 30 or 40 people that tip you about 5 gold.
Sweet.
So.
It's like a fourth of a health potion, guys. Come on.
5 gold you didn't have before.
Exactly.
Loot, you rolled a what again on your con save?
I rolled an 11 and a 25.
Okay, so you rolled 11 total.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. So when you pick this thing up and sniff it, it smells like fucking lighter fluid.
Sweet.
And you drink this thing, and there are now 2 bartenders. There are 2 Evas. There's a Silas and a tree Silas talking. And you're pretty sure the bar is, like, when you order another drink, the bar is answering you, not either of the bartenders.
No, I would have figured out by now. I was like, all right, I'm going to bed, guys. That's what I needed. Good night.
When he does that, most of you watch him, like, have you all had friends that drink too much and then, like, run into every wall as they go to bed? Yeah, that's what happens. He runs into a table and a chair and a person and the wall as he goes, like, grabs the railing and, like,
One of my ex-roommates didn't make it to the room, so I just gave him a pellet and let him sleep in the hallway.
Now, Johnson, you're like, nah, I got this. You think you're walking perfectly fine. What they see is you gripping the fucking, like, pulling yourself up the stairs. So. And then, Xander. You're outside, staring at the moon. And you swear at one point, as you're watching up in the sky, you see a water just start pouring, like, I don't know, like it's a bottle or a bucket or whatever, pouring down somewhere off in the distance.
Sure, we'll go investigate.
All right, he's gonna pull the leprechaun thing and walk to the end of the rainbow.
I mean, it's an odd thing. It's an odd thing, and like in the middle, almost in the middle of the night. So why not?
Okay, so you follow this thing. I do need a survival check. Loot, how is your cat drum?
Biting me.
You should tune him properly.
All right.
I love that the cat just takes it like, yeah, whatever, I'm good. Alright, so you make it to where you're like, this is, I'm really sure this is it. And there is, like, you make it to the oasis that's like a 30-minute walk outside of town.
Oh. Wow. Damn, I can see far away.
And when you get there, there is a... See, you say lovely voidling. That's not a cat. That's a dog.
Is the dog.
You get to the oasis, and it's like the moon is out. It's a full moon. And there is a humanoid standing there in a dress, and she's pouring water onto some of the greenery around the oasis.
wondering if this is what I think it is.
Why do you only do this during D&D?
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get closer, but not enough to where he would be. Well, he would want to try to not be spotted. He just wants to observe for now.
Okay, roll stealth
So-
check.
Okay, let's. If we get another one below 10, we'll just use. Yeah, we're gonna use the IRL dice. He's not really trying to be. He's not doing a very good job trying to be stealthy.
Okay. So you can tell that she knows you're there, but doesn't do anything about it. After a while, she does just like you blink and she's gone.
Well, that's interesting.
Does he go over to where she was?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I was asking. I don't know. You run over there, and there is a probably about the size of a can top. Like it's I forget what it's called, but this one right before a full moon, it's that where it's silver and then dark, so it shows you like right before a full moon in a pendant.
Does it look anything like the one that I have right now?
Nope.
Okay, so he'll pick it up and kind of look at it like almost like under the moonlight, kind of. That's the only light he has right now.
It does seem to glow slightly, like a faint blue-white glow. Like if you turn so your back is the moon, it's still slightly glowing with that moonlight color.
Okay. Here's the question: Does it have a like a string, like a rope or anything on it, or is it just a pendant?
Just a big ass pendant coin-looking thing.
I mean, she's gone, and she's just completely gone. So he's just gonna just pocket it for now.
Okay. All right. Okay. So make your way back. So night's coming to an end for most of you. So is there anything else you guys want to do before we click over for a little long rest?
Nope.
No.
All right. So after you get your long rest, the guards come to the inn to find Valen.
Why me?
Because you have to pay for a wall.
Allegedly.
It's 10 gold to repair the wall.
Oh.
I will pay for at least 5 of that.
I'll give you 5 too. We got.
I mean, you guys can't pay for everything. I did throw the guy into the wall.
Yeah, but you're protecting me.
Right.
And honestly, I probably have more gold than both of you.
That's probably true.
Well, I've already subtracted the 5 gold, so.
Oh, fine. So does the guard care who pays for it?
Nope. I'm gonna leave. Yugzif comes and finds all of you and goes, well, let's go talk to this cleric.
Agreed.
Lead the way.
I don't know. Are we gonna have any more problems out of people around here who hate handsome adventurers? Maybe the 3 of us need to stay back.
He grabs Dross's face and goes, at least you're pretty, and walks away.
That's what I said.
So, you got the airship.
Yep.
Take off. Give him directions of where to go. After about 6 hours or so, you do land by the church.
Holy shit, 6 hours. Damn.
Yeah.
A long way.
Mostly because they go back to the cave. That's 2 hours. They have to figure it out, and it takes a little longer because they're stopping to make sure they're going the right direction.
I try to cast off of the ship anyways.
Oh gosh.
You know what? Roll a nature check.
All right.
I'll give him guidance on it while he's.
Oh my god, you're doing this
Yeah.
again?
It's at a D4.
How much is that? Okay. 15.
15. Something snags on it. You start reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
You draw a strength check.
Okay.
It's like Stardew when it click.
20. Dirty
20. Okay. It pulls and you. After a couple minutes, you have what is effectively a 5-foot-long sandworm centipede thing attached to your hook.
I start holding it up proudly as like, quick, draw a picture. And he looks at Silas and he's like trying to hold it as still as possible because he knows you still have your cartography stuff. And he's like,
The most redneck shit ever. Quick, draw a picture.
Oh, I'll make it bigger than it actually was. Hold on.
yeah.
Do you play catch and release or do you keep it?
Can we
You
eat
said
it?
The big sandworm thing. What is everybody else's reaction?
It's got like legs. It's got legs to it, so.
I mean, he's gonna try to like kill it so that he's like, we can cook this later.
Cool, yeah.
Vex just looks at it, shakes his head, and just walks away.
I'll rip the page out and give it to him. The giant worm thing he's holding up.
All right.
He's gonna like, yeah, that one's gonna go into the coin purse. He's like, when we get back to the guild though, 2 pages. 2 pages.
Todd, at some point, we need to sit down and make like super like sketch like shitty drawings as if Silas drew every character and then make it like it's the fucking dating app. Drosseth with the fucking worm, like every character's dating profile.
Oh god.
Melbrum starts with "I'm too old for this shit." Eva says, "Please don't mind my bones."
I have skeletons in my closet.
Do you? I would love a man with skeletons in his closet. If my skeleton cat doesn't like you, we can't be friends. She's that overly goth girl on the dating app. You're like, whoa.
So, can
you
I have
play
your
with
bones?
a Ouija board for fun? Yeah, you play with a Ouija board for fun.
I hate to say it, but Vexus would have references to his bush.
And nobody will know if it's an innuendo or not. And they're like, what? And the last picture is like the bush, like.
Well, then, yeah, the bush has to have its own profile because it isn't
With no caption.
Yeah, no caption, just the bush, like. So you guys land outside the church. The problem is, church looks like it caught on fire.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
We probably should. Well, I guess it's actively on fire, or it's been recently.
It is not actively on fire.
Do they have a map of this area? who we're with?
You have a map of this area. Are you looking at your screen?
No. Do the people we're with have a map of this area?
Oh, I mean, kind of.
Okay.
Joseph will look down at one of the dragons. He's like, "What did you do?"
But this side over here, like the wall is like something is missing, like it ran through it.
Hey, did you do that one too?
Usually the churches that I see that are ran through here.
Well, we should probably go investigate.
I think that's a good place to stop.
Stop.
Now that
and roll.
somebody fucking almost got half his party arrested, or a third of his party arrested.
Who would do that?
I could have made it so much worse.
Almost had to kill the whole town.
You almost made it worse. Thank God that my character still isn't warped.
No, Tarek was also really bad about defying any amount of authority.
So, all right.
Literally, the only reason that I made the decision to not continue fighting was because he was already a guard before. If that wasn't true, then he would have just started fighting.
I'd like to rage, please.
Drops coins on the counter. I would like one rage, please.
Rage for 300, Alec.
Really?
What?
I don't know.
What do you mean, really?
Are we ending now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's not even 10 yet.
You're right, it's 11.
Not for me.
But
I know.
this way, we don't stop in the middle of a fight or an RP moment or anything else.
Okay. Alright, guys, you heard him. That's the end of today's session. We will still be back for next week, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So, yes, we will see you again next Friday for another session. We'll be short a couple peoples, but we will figure out.
It might actually only be 8 people.
Okay.
Maybe 2 people.
Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you next week for some other games and some D&D next Friday. So, have a great night's sleep. See you then.
Bye.
Bye now.
D.